Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages that we are about to receive. This is a love reading for Taurus from the 22nd of October to the 4th of November 2018. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. I've also put the decks I'm using in the description box, as well as links to Amazon and eBay if you want to purchase these decks. I've also put my website and my email address in the description box, so please contact me, send me a message if you'd like a personal reading. And don't forget to watch my deck walkthrough series. You might find that interesting. And like, share, and subscribe if these messages resonate with you. So I'm doing a general energy read for you, and then I will do a general tarot read after that. Okay, you've in a situation where you've faced a lot of anger and disappointment. You wanted a commitment from a relationship, maybe that didn't present itself, and now you're very, very indecisive about what to do next. So you're facing a little bit of disappointment and anger. So in the past, you were trying to be very charming and get your way around things, but maybe there was a lot of possessiveness. Maybe you were possessive over the other person, or maybe the other person was possessive over you, and that brought in a lot of jealousy, and maybe this has led to your disappointment and anger. So you went through a situation of heartbreak, and the relationship was pretty much one-sided. Maybe you invested too much of energy into that relationship, and it just did not work out. So you're getting over that at this particular moment, and right now you are going for a relationship only based on commitments. So that is what you seem to want right now. So those are the energies for the week. So I'm just going to draw some cards. Oops. I have shuffled this deck. I'm just going to cut and draw some cards. So you've got the Ace of Rods, so maybe something new coming in for you. It might be very sexually based, because the Rods cards generally speaks about, rods about sexual sexual implications of it. So something new coming in, a new energy coming in, and maybe a new inspiration, and maybe a new project, something new coming in for you, but definitely a new, very vibrant energy. It could be also a new relationship coming in. Maybe it's a casual relationship as opposed to something committed, but definitely opening the door for something new to come in. So you may have already seen this person. You've got the Ten of Cups, so an ending of an old cycle. So you may have split up with somebody just recently, ended a cycle with them. With the Ten of Cups, it's the end of an old cycle. Maybe it was a very intuitive, maybe it was a very nurturing cycle, but maybe it was a cycle that caused a lot of problems, and there was a lot of heartache and crying and tears, and you have separated yourself from this person. Maybe you're still in contact with them a little bit, but you're on different levels now. You have moved away, you do not communicate with them, or you don't share your feelings, and you've got yourself locked away from them. So you can see this woman's on this balcony far away from this person, and this person is down there with their cats, and the doors are all closed. So you don't really have that much of communication with this person that you've left behind. And you seem to be focusing a lot more on your work now. So that seems to be where your focus is. You've got a lot of people around you at work that admire you. You may have a lot of suitors or people that I think you're really, something to be somebody of interest, shall I say. But you don't seem to be bothered with them. You are focusing mostly on your work, and that is where your focus is, on making money and your work. So you seem to have ended a relationship with somebody, and you're now focusing completely on your work. So in the past year or so, you've had Nine of Rods. You have closed the gates on a relationship. It seems like you thought this was a really good relationship, but it didn't work out for you, and now you've closed the gates. You're in a defensive position. You do not want to have anything to do with that kind of relationship. You know what you want. You want commitment, but you don't want to get involved in that kind of relationship anymore. Maybe it was just too upsetting. So going into the future, you've got, in the last 3 months rather, you've got the Six of Swords over here, which shows that you do have somebody that is quite supportive of you. You're turning to somebody and they're lending a shoulder to cry on. They're guiding you through it. So you have come away from a lot of conflict within that previous relationship. You seem to have closed the gates on it, and you're defending yourself against it. You're not getting involved in it anymore, and you're relying on somebody to actually help you through that situation. And this person is very friendly. It could be somebody that is, it might end up in a romantic relationship, but it looks like it's a very soulmate connection, in the sense that, you know, you are relying on them for that emotional support, and they're giving it to you right now. So what you want is something completely different in the next relationship. You've got the Six of Coins of here, so you want somebody who's financially stable, but you also want somebody who's very artistic. You want somebody who's very generous, who spends a lot of time, somebody who admires you a lot. And this is what you want: somebody that you can learn a lot from, someone that you can teach something to. So you want that give and take relationship in your next relationship. So you are at a turning point in your life with the Judgment card. You need to actually, you're being called on to try something different, something new. Also, sometimes with a Judgment card, it talks about getting a second chance to do something you didn't do before. So you might be doing something that you were supposed to have finished in the past and you haven't, and this is now where your focus is on. And a lot of people admiring you and giving you that status that you deserve. So you might be going and doing something that you were supposed to have done but didn't get to do. And with this Sun card, it seems like this is the right time. This is the time that you should be doing that. So you're catching up with something that you may have had a goal, a vision that you want to do something, and you didn't get to do it. So now you've been given the second chance to do it. So be careful that you don't get into a situation of codependency on somebody else again. So maybe what everybody else saw and you didn't see was the fact that you were involved in a very codependent relationship and you were very tied up in it. And now having, they saw you as somebody who was very bullied, somebody who was very chained. You can see this woman's legs are chained over here. So you were in a situation that kept you very trapped. And maybe that's what you didn't realize. And it's now brought you into the focus, into the spotlight, and everybody saw that you were not happy in that kind of relationship. You were not doing your own thinking. Somebody else was doing your thinking for you, or somebody else was keeping you, in bondage. And maybe that's why you needed to move out of that old situation. But you're very, very heartbroken after what happened. You feel that you offered your love and that was rejected, and that has made you feel very, very miserable with this Five of Swords. So going into the future, you've got the Eight of Cups, the 10 of Coins, and you've got the 6 of Cups. So the let's look at these two. The 8 of Cups shows that you are moving away from that old situation that you had that was supposed to have been established, but now you will move into something that makes you happier. You will meet a lot more people, maybe laugh a lot more, maybe you will have more sexual encounters with people, but definitely you're going to be moving away into something better than what you were in. This person that you were with the 10 of Coins was not somebody for you. Maybe you thought they had your back, but they didn't. So the cycle has now ended. And maybe you were very controlling. They were pulling your strings, maybe dangling you like a puppet on the string. You can see there's a very codependent relationship. So you were involved in a very codependent relationship with this person, and they really did control the purse strings. They controlled your money. They controlled what you did. You can see, although he's tying her dress, they kept you almost like in bondage, or they kept you like almost like a servant to them. He's tying her apron for her. So maybe you did a lot of work for them. You invested a lot of your time, your effort into that relationship, and it did not pay off. And now you are ending it off, and you are walking away from it with this Eight of Cups. You can see this person's back is to that person's back, so you're walking away from that situation, and you're going to be meeting more people, and it will be a better place to be in. You might also be this also with the Six of Cups showing that you will be meeting a lot more people on a more emotional basis, and maybe some people from the past. Make sure that you're not overindulging something, because that's not the way to go, but you will definitely be revisiting your past, old friends emerging as well, and getting in contact with these people. Maybe you'll meet somebody from the past that comes back in to befriend you or to help you get through this situation. So you're definitely focusing a lot more on work, but getting out of a situation of bondage, and you are reinventing yourself and doing that thing that you never got to do. So you've ended entered that old cycle. It looks like there might well be a new relationship coming in. I'll just say that the one underneath that card was the Fool card, so it looks like something brand new coming in as well. And you've got the Ace of Rods, so this looks like there might be a new relationship coming in. It might be a casual relationship as opposed to a long-term commitment for now, but it's definitely something that's new that's going to come in. And you do seem to be focused on yourself right now and trying to transform yourself. So you've got solutions coming in, success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So it looks like things are going to be looking up for you. It looks like you are healing after this period where you've gone through a lot of pain and suffering. And the 16 is the change, a sudden revelation that offers freedom, break free of procrastination, embrace the opportunities that bring things. So brand new change, a cycle, something big coming in, a new energy coming to swish you away into something new. And so all that stagnant energy that you have been feeling is about to change. You're on the brink of having it change. And the last card is the Two of Arrows, says it is important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects, making work fun. So you are pretty busy, you are pretty focused. Maybe there's something that is coming in to change this energy, to shift you more into your work, to find your balance. And you can see multitasking over here with this Two of Ariel, but a big change coming in for you, and a lot of healing being done, but there will be success. Make sure that you are listening to what everybody else has got to say with this compromise solutions card, so you take everybody's opinions into consideration before making big decisions. But a big change coming into your life, and you now focusing more on your work life and healing from whatever happened, moving forward with a lot more positive energy, maybe meeting people from the past as well, but definitely letting go of that old cycle. And this is the time to act now, because you have now, you actually healed a lot from whatever you came out of, and now you're moving forward very positively into something that is going to bring in, herald in the new. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.